See also: All-Seater Stadium, List of stadiums by capacity, List of association football stadiums by capacity, List of American football stadiums by capacity, List of rugby league stadiums by capacity, List of rugby union stadiums by capacity, List of tennis stadiums by capacity. Seating assignment. See also: All-Seater Stadium, List of stadiums by capacity, List of association football stadiums by capacity, List of American football stadiums by capacity, List of rugby league stadiums by capacity, List of rugby union stadiums by capacity, List of tennis stadiums by capacity. Seating assignment. See also: All-Seater Stadium, List of stadiums by capacity, List of association football stadiums by capacity, List of American football stadiums by capacity, List of rugby league stadiums by capacity, List of rugby union stadiums by capacity, List of tennis stadiums by capacity. Seating assignment. See also: All-Seater Stadium, List of stadiums by capacity, List of association football stadiums by capacity, List of American football stadiums by capacity, List of rugby league stadiums by capacity, List of rugby union stadiums by capacity, List of tennis stadiums by capacity. Seating assignment. See also: All-Seater Stadium, List of stadiums by capacity, List of association football stadiums by capacity, List of American football stadiums by capacity, List of rugby league stadiums by capacity, List of rugby union stadiums by capacity, List of tennis stadiums by capacity. Seating assignment. See also: All-Seater Stadium, List of stadiums by capacity, List of association football stadiums by capacity, List of American football stadiums by capacity, List of rugby league stadiums by capacity, List of rugby union stadiums by capacity, List of tennis stadiums by capacity. Seating assignment. See also: All-Seater Stadium, List of stadiums by capacity, List of association football stadiums by capacity, List of American football stadiums by capacity, List of rugby league stadiums by capacity, List of rugby union stadiums by capacity, List of tennis stadiums by capacity. Seating assignment. See also: All-Seater Stadium, List of stadiums by capacity, List of association football stadiums by capacity, List of American football stadiums by capacity, List of rugby league stadiums by capacity, List of rugby union stadiums by capacity, List of tennis stadiums by capacity. Seating assignment. See also: All-Seater Stadium, List of stadiums by capacity, List of association football stadiums by capacity, List of American football stadiums by capacity, List of rugby league stadiums by capacity, List of rugby union stadiums by capacity, List of tennis stadiums by capacity. Seating assignment.